Today we're back on the Neckbeard subreddit and it's going to be so fun. I think I mentioned it in another video, but I've been trying to make a Neckbeard video for ages and there's finally enough to read today. And yeah, it's definitely been way too long. Thank you for joining me, guys. I really appreciate it. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful time. Something no one tells you about deodorant in general. Unless you look out for the ingredients, it can be really bad for your body. Oh, average Redditor moment. Any cope to escape hygiene? Bro says that deodorant is hygiene. Showering, brushing your teeth, clipping your nails, and putting on deodorant are all part of good hygiene etiquette. Evidently, you neckbeard asses never learned this cope harder. Why would you need deodorant if you shower? Good question. No, it's not. What do you mean? Deodorant isn't a shower? Are they being serious? The top comment says, I remember getting downvoted to hell after saying that only showering when you start to smell is a bad idea. So maybe they are being serious? That's horrifying. So what, you can just not shower and then use deodorant? Yeah, but that's not gonna work for very long. We're off to a rough start today. A wife should cook for her husband. You sexist scum. Honey, I'm home. Hola, mi amor. I didn't know if you wanted tamales or mole, so I made both. Okay. Yeah, like this comment says, I depicted myself as a Chad, therefore I'm correct. Miku, have you wake up, honey? Did you sleep well? Me, I did. Sorry for waking up late, dear. Night shift always drains my energy out. Miku, you have been working hard, honey. It's okay. Rest a bit more. Me, I should wake up right now. Whoa, dear. Miku, what's wrong, honey? Me, I can see them. Miku, what do you mean? Me, your breast. Miku, kya, pervert honey. Blush, blush. It really is pleasant waking up to my dear wife Miku. I'm such a lucky husband. Wait a second, what? So you're a married couple, but you're freaking out by seeing them, I suppose? Yeah, like I know they're talking about a completely imaginary relationship, but that's kind of confusing. Ladies, hear me out. OnlyFans, but it's just one fan, and you bear his children and he takes care of you for life. A miracle. Yeah, the top comment, the Chad dog is so horrifying and it thoroughly scares me every time I see this post. Yeah, I was not ready to see Chad dog. Oh my god, they've got a full hentai outfit with the matching pants. Whoa. Full on dedication. Imagine having this little shame. Like, it's awful, but it's kind of impressive how confident they are. The top comment, protecting your virginity with the armor of 1,000 cringes is no crime. What cosplay meant, how thoughts ruined it. Oh my god, they'll complain about anything. The same as incels, you can't please them. Yeah, like this says, women are never interested in my hobbies. I feel lonely. Women ruin cosplay and video games. They only pretend to like it. The Neckbeard dilemma. Yeah, either way, you can't win. Oh, 1 star. The staff and employees at this gaming store have zero respect or integrity where customers are concerned. I was told to leave a gaming session simply because 1, I engaged the cashier in simple and friendly conversation, then respectfully inquired if she knew any women who were single, and 2, the father of a girl I started talking to made a false accusation against me just so I would be kicked out and wouldn't talk to his adult daughter, who I might add was very receptive and interested in me. I wasn't even given an open ear to hear what I had to say on the matter. If the basis of someone getting banned from the store is just he said, she said, no one at this gaming store has any ethics whatsoever, and their customer service is in extreme need of remodeling. I demand my $10 back from the gaming session. I wasn't even allowed to finish. Seemingly some or all of the staff are antisocial sociopaths, and trying to network friends or more is taboo or makes them uncomfortable. If you're also trying to meet people or you're player 2, I would definitely avoid this store at all costs. And there's a comment here that says the owner went on Facebook and is getting virtual high fives from everyone. Their official response, thank you for this 1-star review. Our staff warned a customer who was making unwelcome advances on women in our space. He ignored the warning and made another unwelcome advance, so staff acted quickly to ban him. Socializing is hard sometimes. Our store aims to be a space where lots of people can find a safe, comfortable, fun, welcoming place to make friends and enjoy our hobby together. Unfortunately, that sometimes means addressing bad behavior and removing people who persist in it. May every creeper leave a similar 1-star reviews on how we didn't tolerate their actions. If you're not a creeper, feel free to drop us a positive review to offsetted. And also it says here, and if you're wondering, yes, they looked him up to see if he was a you-know-what offender. And yes, he is. Frame this and put it over the cash register. Very proud of this business. I've known the owner since we were kids. He's doing a hell of a victory lap on Facebook. Wow, that's so awful. I'm so happy they responded to it. Yeah, listen, there's actually a lot more to this story. Dare I say, icky, gross, yuck. The Virgin Mary was 13 when she gave birth to Jesus, thus the Bible is a lolly-dusion. So if the UN bans lollies, they also have to ban Christianity. The UN is banning lollies? What are you talking about? And also, this doesn't prove anything except how gross this is. Yeah, like the top comment says, this meme makes me laugh because it's completely insane on like 6 different levels. The idea of the UN doing anything at all, especially banning a type of anime character, is hilarious in of itself. Dinner with Monica or Monica. Okay, so why is this being posted? Yeah, like the top comment says, aside from the whole situation, I'll never understand what makes people post this online. Is it a cry for help? And then the original poster says it's a subreddit where people hang out together and share pictures and talk about how much they love Monica, etc. If you try to criticize or help them or even say you don't like their precious drawing, they go feral on you, sometimes to the point of death threats and harassment. Not all are like that, but still. Wow, that's bloody terrifying. And I'm gonna move on. Do these developers ever touch grass? There's no freaking way the women in their life look this bad. If you made a dystopian film in the 90s with the type of culture people will look like in the future, it'd look exactly like this. My advice, don't buy a graphics card. There's no reason to play this on high video quality. Wait, so you only play a video game if the women look good? That's sad, oh my god. And also saying that you only play video games if you're attracted to the women characters, while having the audacity to tell them to touch grass? That's a bit rich, isn't it? Go to the dance with you? Huh, I'm like way out of your league, but I'm sure some girl would want to go with you, like your mum or something. Quit it with that smirk. There's nothing cool about bringing your mum. I think I remember reading this from ages ago. But yeah, what? Is it just me or did it get suddenly revolting? Wow, she's pretty. She's mid. Just being objective. I have to dock points for the jawline, thigh gap, buccal fat, epicanthic folds, intragluteal crease, and scronge flaps. Epicanthic what? I am an incredibly normal person. Yeah, like the rating subreddit. I'm pretty sure in the last Neckbeard episode when we read a post from there, we read the exact same words, like epicanthic folds and stuff. Yeah, what are you talking about? Be a teenage diaper fetishist? Sorry, what? Hair that go into the movies in a diaper is good because you don't have to miss the movie to use the bathroom. Gross. Strap myself into a high quality ABDL diaper. Think comically large and puffy, designed to hold large amounts of pee and poo. Put on sweatpants and a t-shirt. Put a spare diaper and some powder in my backpack. Go to the movie theater and buy a ticket for X-Men. Buy a large soda and popcorn. The ticket taker insists on searching my bag, making me blushy because I know that he'll see my diaper. X-Men was a good movie. Pee myself several times. The large soda made me pee a huge amount. Diaper is absolutely soaked. Oh god. No worries, I'm padded. Smiley face. Pee even more. Movie ends, it was a good one. I recommend X-Men to anyone who likes a movie. Leaving theater. Realizes there are wetness marks on my sweatpants because my diaper leaked. Run away and never return to that theater. Yeah, hoping that's not real. I feel like I need to take a break and go for a long walk after reading this. Unpopular relationship opinions that will get you in this position. Getting into a relationship will not solve your hatred for yourself. And if you view yourself as worthless solely for being single, your relationship will not last. Is that an unpopular opinion though? I sort of agree, but it seems that if a woman is good, she can lift a man up. But it seems that it's not the case anymore because most women have lost their ability to care. Nobody should be dependent on anyone to lift them up. Your job is to grow on your own. Sorry you feel like women don't care, but that opinion alone I think is the issue. Nah, I think you're wrong. Well, okay. Yeah, well, sorry, but I think you're wrong about this. And that's the end of the conversation. But yeah, the other person is so right though. This opinion alone is the issue. Feminism won, but women lost. Well, okay, moving on. Did you just use emojis? I don't know if you're new here or anything, but we don't mess with that stuff here on Reddit. Enjoy your downvote. 304 downvotes. Use emojis? We don't do that over here. And once again, we're reading stuff that you should never say. Replace Christ on the cross with Elon Musk hoisting the X. sex. Instead of a crown of thorns, he faces harsh comments and threats from the woke mob. This has to be a joke. In this modern century, we have no need for religion. We're on the cusp of using technology to become immortal living gods. Embrace AI, embrace de-aging, embrace space travel, and embrace the future. I am a proud atheist, but Elon Musk is still my messiah. Yeah, that could be the worst thing we've ever read. But yeah, it's too bad not to be a joke. Refusing to believe that it's real. Your high school crush then. I like you, but only as a friend. Honestly, I'm only into bad boys. Your high school crush now is what, a zombie? Hey, remember me? Oh my god, you look so good. Are you single? We should hang out. So a straight up nice guy meme? Oh, it's always the zombie women who go for the bad boys. Nice guys finish last every time. Absolutely gorgeous. A strong 7. I admit I am biased to Asians, but wow. If you absolutely had to do something to be more beautiful, breast enlargement, but just a little. Oh wow, wish I didn't read that. This has been an adventure of a video, guys. It's nice to be back on this subreddit, even though it's kind of awful at the same time. Strange how we have a country named after Chad, but not a single geographic location named after gamers. Counterpoint, the Virgin Islands. Blocked. Ah yes, the country that was named after Chad. But yeah, I get the feeling they're joking. Evening, milady. Or morning, rather. I'm speaking to you, thought. I think about this every time I use Tinder. Yeah, the fact that somebody can say something like this and not think anything of it is terrifying. Single women, miserable, lonely, unwanted, unworthy, unsafe, broke, unstable. Married women, happy, blissful, respectful, soft life, respectable birthing of kids. Single men, desirable bachelors. Married men, respectable providers. So what, if you're a woman and you're single and you are happy, you don't exist or something? Bro, so many women are so happily single, and it doesn't matter how much you repeat this stuff to yourself, it doesn't make it true. Like, all single women are miserable and all women hate nice guys. It has the exact same energy. I assure you, mother, society is the reason I can't get a girlfriend. Okay. I drew this tattoo design 2 years ago and it hasn't been booked, so I brought it with me to the expo, totally expecting someone to snag it while I was there, and no one did. Instead, someone came up, saw the design and said to me, Jesus Christ, bless your heart. If you know, you know. Like, I know tattoos are very personal and you can get whatever you want, but yeah, this could probably do without being permanently on somebody's skin. Why I hate using voice chat. Hi guys, this is one of my many encounters with the Neckbeard. This one encounter started on GTA Online. So, I usually play GTA with my friends over Skype because I'm antisocial and I hate playing with strangers, but on this day, none of my friends were free and I wanted to play just because I had nothing better to do. I joined a random heist and while in the lobby, I got a message and I was asked to switch voice chat on so the team was able to communicate better, to which I complied. Most of the guys seemed nice enough. It seemed like some of them were friends who needed some extra players. Unlike other times I played with strangers, they didn't really seem to care that I was a girl, apart from one guy. The Neckbeard that this story is about. You may be wondering how I knew he was a Neckbeard without seeing his face, but just the way he talked to me, I knew. To be honest, I saw red flags as soon as I saw his username, which I won't reveal, but it was something like Lone Wolf 123. So yeah, we'll call him Lone Wolf. Now I can't remember the plot of the heist entirely, but we had to break into this farm and steal some cars while shooting the gang members who own these said cars while we were in the car heading to where the mission was. We just kind of talked a bunch of crap and it was fun until Lone Wolf insisted that we had to strategize. He kept insisting that I stayed in the back so I don't get shot and the rest of the guys must protect me at all costs. To this I simply replied that I didn't need protecting and that I can handle myself fine, but he still kept yammering on about how the gentleman should always protect a lady no matter what. When the shooting began, I paid no attention to Lone Wolf and just went wherever I wanted to, and I got everyone I could, but Lone Wolf kept on moving in front of me and kept on saying stuff like, I'm here to protect you. Oh girl, please. One of the other guys, we're gonna call him Chad, stuck up for me and said that I could handle myself just fine and that he should focus on the mission instead of protecting me, to which Lone Wolf went on a rant about how a true gentleman should behave, and he accused Chad of being one of those guys who has no respect for women and just wants to see their boobs. To this, Chad was like, what the hell? But I insisted that we just dropped it and continued the mission. I ended up getting along well with the other guys. We had a similar sense of humor and they invited me to do a few more missions with them. And of course, Lone Wolf joined. The more we played, the more Lone Wolf began talking about anime and Vocaloid, singing anime robots to those who don't don't know. He kept telling us that we need to watch anime, and I made the mistake of telling him that I used to watch loads of anime a few years ago. After I told him, he repeatedly asked me 1,000,001 questions about what anime I watched, to which I replied basic ones like DRRR, FMA, etc. To which he replied saying, wouldn't a girl want to watch cute animes? Like, insert anime about schoolgirls here. He then recommended me a bunch of animes that all seemed like the standard anime that a neckbeard would like. You know, the ones with schoolgirls that have a bunch of panty shots and the girls making obscene noises like, yeah. I politely declined and I said that I wasn't into anime and I'd rather stick with being a K-pop fan. He replied, and I quote, oh please, Japanese girls in anime are way better than those pretty boys who dance around in shiny clothes. And the girls don't respect themselves like the Japanese do. They act like thoughts. Girl, I got so triggered. I can't even recite what I replied because I went off defending my favorite girl groups. And at this point, the rest of the guys listening to the conversation were trying to contain their laughter at my frustration to this point. In the end, he said, I'm sorry that your Korean girls are just inferior to the Japanese cuties, but it's just facts. But I'm sorry I offended you, miss. If I could eye roll through text, I would. After a while, I had to go, and because I liked the other guys, I told them that I'd add them on Snapchat. And of course, Lone Wolf insisted I added him too. A few hours later, I get a notification from Lone Wolf, his snap name being the same as his screen name. And oh my god, I open the picture to see a selfie of the greasiest neckbeard I've ever seen. Though lacking a fedora, it's all about the inner fedora. He had slicked back, dirty looking hair in a ponytail, horrible looking skin, it looked like it had never been washed, and a black shirt with a wolf howling into the moon. In the background, I saw an anime body pillow and a very messy room, though it was quite dark. I saw crap all over his bed and disgusting anime posters all over his room. Now, I feel bad about this, but I screenshotted it and I sent it to the group chat that was made with the other guys, and they were of course dead, and they were the ones who suggested I submit my story to this thread. Lone Wolf kept demanding to see a picture of me, so I just sent him a selfie I took the other day, and I'm not gonna lie, I'll be humble, I'm pretty, so I knew that that wasn't gonna end well. He began to call me a goddess, and that I look like the brunette sleeping beauty. To top it all off, he said, it's a shame you don't like anime and J-pop, otherwise you would be the perfect woman for me. After he said that, he quickly got blocked as I had enough, and when I go online, I pray that I don't end up in the same server as him. Wow, that was so fun to read. I don't know what it is about neckbeard stories, but they're so fun. And yeah, hopefully I haven't read this one a long time ago. It didn't seem too familiar. My brother, the beard. Yeah, I've been avoiding posting anything about my brother for a while now, but tonight he went way too far. I'll start by introducing my family. Me, 16 years old, only female in the family besides my mum. I can usually be found outdoors, longboarding, running, playing sports, you name it. Fi, my oldest brother, 24, he's a medic in the Marines and has done 2 tours in Afghanistan. He's a tough dude, obviously, and he takes no crap. Brain, my second oldest brother, 21, he's currently attending a highly competitive and respected college for nuclear engineering. Definitely my closest brother. And then F-Up, my neckbeard brother, 20, he went to community college for a semester before deciding that it wasn't for him. Now he mostly sits in our basement and leeches off our parents. Ma and Da. Da is always working, so I rarely see him. And Ma is an overly sweet lady who can't say no. Alright, so the story takes place over the weekend, culminating in the events of this night. This weekend is significant because it's the first time in 2 years that our whole family can be together at once. Friday, Brain and Fire came home together. We all sat around a fire and we caught up. We had to bribe F up with food to get him away from his games. It was all harmless small talk. Saturday, we had a big eventful day of activities. Fire and I went out and started the day with a hike through a local park, and then we spent the rest of the morning having friendly competitions, culminating in a foot race back to our house. He would have beaten me handily, but he stayed back with me and let it come down to a sprint to the finish. Anyways, we both crashed down on our front yard, and also right into a heated debate between F-Up and Brain. Long story short, F-Up was trying to convince Brain that his education was useless because you can learn anything that you need from the internet. Universities are just a scam. We let that one go because we didn't have 5 hours. Saturday's dinner came with a big announcement. Fi was leaving the Marines and going to college. Yay! Needless to say, once we all finished congratulating him, F-Up chimed in with some crap about college being a useless scam, and then looked directly at me for a little too long. We ended the evening with a nice family game of Cards Against Humanity. F-Up got real uncomfortable whenever I played something that was at all sexual. What? He basically ended the game by pitching a fit over how it wasn't appropriate for someone like me with virgin sensibilities. I'm not a virgin, he is. Sunday, today, F-Up was fully displaying the beard today. At church, he sat next to me and whispered edgy crap to me the the entire time. At brunch, he interrupted my dad during the prayer by saying, "Can we just eat? We already did this crap for an hour at church." After brunch, he sat in his den until dinner, only gracing us with his presence when he wanted food. Dinner was when things started to get weird. He sat next to me even though Brain usually does. Then he refused to move. He insisted that he get any piece of food that I wanted for me, and he even reached over and cut my steak for me. What? He would constantly brush his arms and fingers against me. Needless to say, I was uncomfortable. Yeah, this better not be real. After dinner, we sat in the den and he chose to share a love seat with me. My parents went to bed early, so it was just us. We talked for a bit, and I guess F-Up took something I said to mean something, because he said that he was going to bed, with a wink to me as he left. When I went to bed an hour later, he was naked in my bed. What are we reading? I screamed and I ran back downstairs to Brain and Fire after I told them what happened. Brain took me to his room until I calmed down, and Fire went after F-Up. Brain went out to see what was going on, and apparently everyone was lying into F-Up, especially after a quick look into his browser history. Showed lots of wincest and lolly stuff. Apparently he thought me and him were gonna do something, despite him being a fat basement dweller and also my brother. Anyways, during the night, F-Up accused Fire of wanting to... What is going on? Doing stuff with me, and then said, "I wish you had died in Afghanistan." So now me, Brain, and Fire sitting in Brain's room while F-Up gets yelled at by Ma and Da. Nah, surely not. Yeah, like these comments say. I'm not accusing you of lying, but right now I'm gonna choose to believe that this is made up. I cannot deal with this. Yeah, I too chose to enter denial instead of accepting the reality that people like this might just exist. Yeah, and I think we should read something wholesome, guys. That was way too far. 1st Gen 1989. Me and my dad and my grandpa playing Zelda on NES. 2nd generation. My son, me, and my dad playing Zelda on NES and Switch. Wow, that's so beautiful. I love when people recreate like an old photo. It always comes out so cute. Yeah, wow, that's so nice. Keep down. The ravens are spies of Odin. We must not be seen. What do you bring me today, little ones? I got a paperclip. I found this pull tab. I got a bottle cap from the 70s. Damn, that's rad. Oh, this is a Danby Draws one. They're always so good. We've read so many Danby Draws comics on the channel, but they turned out to be very wholesome ravens. If this photo reaches your feed, everything will be okay. Oh, thank you, beautiful little kitty cat. We all appreciate this. I caught them in mid-argument. Wow, that's so funny. I can't even look at you right now. I can't believe you would say things like this. That's so cute, and I hope they can be friends again. And once again, thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful time. And if you did and it wasn't too downright terrifying, make sure you like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. And the comment of the day goes to Q the Polar Bears Animations 135. Day 4 of wishing everyone good morning until Vincey makes the comment of the day. Good morning, y'all. Well, would you look at that? I saw your comment. And yeah, good morning, and good morning to everybody watching if it is morning, or good afternoon, or good night. Thank you for all the support, guys. It means so much to me. I love this little tradition that we have of reading ridiculous stuff every single day. Already excited for tomorrow. And yeah, guys, make sure you look after yourself and make sure you have a beautiful, amazing rest of your day. And you know what I'm about to say because I say it every single day. Bye!